All right, so here's our free project sewing video for this year. We're going to use a cookie cutter. Now, if you use one of these, it's going to be harder. One with a lot of corners, it's going to be harder to cut out, but you could do it. I'm going to use this simple egg shape, but any of these cookie cutters that'll fit on the size paper and felt that I give you will be fine. These are the ones that are found in the Clay Center. So you're welcome to use any of them that you want. I wouldn't make a teeny tiny plushie. These are going to end up being plushies. So the first thing you do is you trace your cookie cutter. I'm doing the inside with my pencil. Then you're going to put on top of the fabric I give you, which I'm going to give you 2 pieces of felt. You can pick the colors. You're going to put the paper that has the shape that you just traced. All right, and then you're going to use one pin in the middle, and you're going to stick it all the way through, and then you stick it back through the front. So stick it through to the back, then stick it through to the front, and that makes sure all the 3 pieces are together. All right, and then you can pull the pin out when you're finished cutting. Next, you're going to take your scissors that are in the sewing kit, and you're going to cut out cut it out. Now, don't worry about the paper. It's going to look a little raggedy, but your fabric should look good. Okay, the paper is going to be thrown away anyway. That's just your pattern. Okay, so we could trace on it. Now we've got a nice egg-shaped plushie started. Okay, and this extra fabric we can use, but don't keep that part. Notice that I didn't cut it very well right here. I need to trim it. And I didn't cut it very well right there. I need to trim it. So make sure it looks nice. Use your eyeballs and check it. If there's spots that you don't like, fix it. There we go. Nice. Now I've got an egg-shaped plushie. I'm going to take this part off. I'm going to repin that part right there while I use it. Now, any teeny tiny pieces I can throw away. If you want to save this and make another plushie with it another day, you can. Or you can throw it in the trash, the pattern. Okay? Now, you're going to sew. So the next thing, you're going to watch the how-to video on how to use this little guy to thread your needle. I'm not going to show you that part, but I will come back and show you sewing. All right, so I threaded my needle. You should have watched your how to thread a needle, and we're going to pinch right here. And now I'm going to make a knot at the end of my thread. This is how I do it. I roll my thread around my finger twice, and then I twist and I pull, and that makes a big pretty knot. Okay, and I'm going to start my knot on the inside between the 2 pieces of egg. And there, my knot is hidden inside the plushie. Now I'm going to show you a running stitch. A running stitch goes down from the front and up from the back. Down from the front and up from the back. And if you don't want to do a running stitch, if you want to do a stitch, I can't remember what it's called. It's a whip stitch. If you want to do a whip stitch instead and go from the back every time, you can do that too. Make sure you don't put your stitches too far apart though. If you go like this and put it way far apart, it's not going to work very well. Don't do that. Okay, I'll make you take it out and redo it. because that's not good craftsmanship. Here, I'm going to pause it. Okay, so I finished sewing around here. Leave a space open because you're going to be stuffing it. Take out the pin. And now it's time for you to sew the ends together, or I'm sorry, to stuff it and then sew it, and then you have to do the tying off knot, which I will show you in another video. It's called tying off. So make sure that you ask me for stuffing when your plushie is about this full. Leave a space of about at least 2 fingers so you could stuff it. We do actually have stuffing. You will actually take these home. I suggest doing either the whip stitch or the running stitch, not both, because it looks sort of ugly with both of them there. So anyway, that's the story of how to do your plushie assignment. Anyway, have fun sewing, boys and girls, and then you can design any other sort of assignment you want to do for yourself. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.